We continue to follow the story of a group of adventurers who were taken by the mists to the ancient land of Barovia. You arrived in town yesterday evening, just as night was drawing in, staying at the Blood of the Vine Tavern. Early this morning, you had a garlicky breakfast with Irina and Ismark. They explained to you that the devil had set his sights upon Irina, and that they needed your help taking her somewhere safe, somewhere far away from here. Perhaps the church in Vallaki? After breakfast, you helped Ismark bury his father, Kolyan Indirovich, in the churchyard. You returned to the mansion this morning, and Irina joined your party, whilst Ismark stayed behind, watching until the road took you out of sight. Along the muddy road, under the gaze of suspicious farmers, you debated party names. Serafina boasted to Irina that she was here to protect the weak, and that there was great weakness in the party. Irina told Leah that Ismark had asked her last night to research dusk elves for you. She told you of a book she had read detailing the sad doom that befell the Dusk Elf Kingdom and your race. The Twilight of the Dusk Elves, 2nd edition. Irina also gave Leah a dried flower that she found pressed within the tome. As soon as you touched it, you were transported to a memory in a garden overflowing with these blooms, and for the briefest of moments, before it was gone in a heartbeat. The road wound onwards through the vale, under the watchful eye of Castle Ravenloft. At about lunchtime, you decided to stop by a ruined, overgrown farmstead for lunch. While scavenging for vegetables, Joe fell through a bush, landing in the dirt, next to the long-dead remains of a farmer's wife. As you lifted the corpse's arm to investigate further, the woman's hand grasped onto your wrist, her milky eyes wide open and now staring. Grimplin, you heard a low moan behind you as the murdered family became aware of your presence. The amber grew red-hot in your pocket as you cast Hellish Weapon, your twin pair of flaming, Billesque fists. You punched the undead farmer through the air, smashing into a tree, knocking it over and setting it ablaze. Much of Serafina's bravado wore off as she entered the first real fight of her career. Joe and Serafina cut the farmer's wife's hand off, first with a dagger, and then with a divine smite of the Morning Lord. The farmer's wife retaliated by biting Joe on the forehead. At the same time, the little girl with grey skin and a rotting jaw scrambled towards Grimplin, biting his eyebrow. Once again, the amber grew red-hot and burned up around the zombie girl in vengeance. Irina was astonished to see Leah shift into a strange, ethereal, dust-like form, drawing a bow made of shadows and an arrow tipped with starlight. The zombified little 5-year-old boy scrambled up your body, clawing away until Irina tore it off and flung it to the grass. Grimplin punched the man again with his spectral flaming fists of dark fire, whilst magic missiles into the little girl chewing on his eyebrow. Joe whipped off his nightcap to reveal a strange bald patch and some magical powder with which he cast Firebolt for the first time, setting the tree on fire and double-kicking the zombie farmer into it. Serafina admitted that she was actually impressed by the party. She held onto her necklace pendant, channeling the divinity of the Morning Lord to help banish these undead. Unfortunately, only the farmer's wife failed the save. All the other zombies, including her hand, resisted the effect. Meanwhile, the undead farmer had pushed his way off the burning tree and bit Grimplin on his right eyebrow, with the zombie daughter still biting down on his left. Leah called out, asking if you needed any help, and Grimplin reassured her that it was okay. So instead, she cast Guiding Bolt on the undead boy, light exploding through him. Irina followed it up by impaling him on her rapier, but the boy just dragged himself up her blade and slashed open her wrist in a very deep wound. Grimplin's spectral flaming fists punched down into the little zombie girl in a very Bill-esque way, smashing in her skull and crumpling her ribcage, much to the amber's delight. You took a step back, throwing another firebolt at the undead farmer sprawled across the burning tree. The firebolt was on track to miss until you felt the amber burn red hot in your pocket. You heard Valorian growl, and the firebolt whipped back onto course, scoring a direct hit. Joe leapt on top of Grimplin's head, casting another nightcap attack down at the zombie man. He nearly slipped, and the firebolt went wide, burning more of the tree. Serafina rushed past you both, nearly knocking Joe off balance. She called on the Morning Lord to smite this zombie man, and cut him with a deep cut across his thigh. The farmer was just barely clinging on to undeath. At that moment, the severed hand scuttled across the ground, and with a natural 20, leapt through the air, its fingers wrapping around Grimplin's throat. You felt the squeezing, the pressure in your eyeballs as the blood's flow restricted and it pushes down on your arteries. And then it all goes dark. As Grimplin fell to the ground unconscious, Joe also fell to the ground. Leah, you see Irina turn pale as she looks at the blood welling out. You pull her away around a corner and quickly healed her with a Cure Wounds. Irina was incredibly grateful to you. Turning over your shoulder to see Grimplin and Joe down, you shot another shadow arrow, but it goes wide. Irina tried throwing her dagger at the zombie boy, but also missed, her dagger disappearing off into the bushes out of sight. Irina ducked back around the wall as the little undead boy rushed up to Leah, slashing into her. You managed to prevent him biting you by elbowing him in the temples. Meanwhile, Joe, you roll over to see Grimplin lying beside you in the dirt unconscious, the hand still squeezing at his neck. You rip it off him, impaling it on the ground with your silver steak knife. In one fluid motion, you then drew your crossbow, the bolt slamming into the farmer, impaling the zombie on the burning tree, where it burnt to a crisp. Serafina knelt down next to the unconscious Grimplin, laying her hands upon him with a blessed touch, healing him 5 HP. She then got up and ran over to Leah, who was still fighting off the little boy attached to her hip. She raised her sword. Grimplin rolled onto his back in the dirt. You raised your staff above you, and 3 small missiles of red magic pepper the zombie boy, killing it. We come to you now, Grimplin lying on his back, Joe on one knee, crossbow extended, Leah with the now dead child still hugging your thigh, Serafina sword drawn, Irina beside you. Grimplin, Joe, the wounds on your temples where the zombies bit are burning in a strange way. They feel tight, like the skin is puckering. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Gonna get zombied.
Other than this thing here, I feel that so far we're pretty bloody heroic. That's quite the scene.
I'll say.
What am I looking for?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. 11.
And Grimplin?
21.
21. Very nice. Thank you.
Ow. My head hurts.
My everything hurts.
Is it because I stood on your head, or is it something else? Was it the bite, or was it the heroics on top of your head? Because I think we can deal with some of these things.
I think it is an amalgamation of all things that have just happened.
You guys look at Grimplin. Grimplin is lying on the ground. He's got 2 massive bite wounds on either side of his temple, where he's had like zombies chewing on it for the last, 30 seconds or whatever. There's blood streaming down, and even where he's had the lay on hands, You can see that the wounds have half knitted together. It's got that puckered red feeling of a livid wound that's been just crusted over with a scab, but is not healed yet. And he's got these livid marks around his throat where he had the hand gripping on.
This is not going to be something you're going to sleep off, I'm afraid, Grimps. We're going to need to do something. Is there any magic in your arsenal, Leah?
Well, yeah, I imagine that I'm still a fair ways away with Arena. I probably at this point I like very tentatively shove the dead body off my leg and and kind of kick it away from me because I don't really like dead things.
Nice.
And then kind of shift out of my dusk form and just sort of sit against the wall where I'm at with Arena.
Nice. As
I'd
you
like
sit against
to,
the wall.
Yeah, I was going to offer up my nightcap as a tourniquet. If we can, is it pussy or is it bleeding?
Both. It's got this. As you inspect.
Oozing.
Yeah, it's oozing this strange, clear, yellowy liquid. And especially as you look closer on Grimplin's, you can see that where the skin is puckering, at the edges of the wounds, there's a slight fizzing among this strange yellow fluid.
If you were
touch your
Kentucky
own
Fried
wounds.
Chicken, this would be a really good thing. But in this situation, the clear fluid and the crispy skin is not good, yeah? And we're suffering from the same affliction, are we? But he's at a more devastating blow, couple of blows.
He's had definitely more devastating blows, and he's had 2 zombies biting on him and biting on him for much longer. So Grimplin has 2 cavities essentially where the skin has been ripped out. I meant to speak to you before game. Nick, how do you feel about scars? Because Grimplin went unconscious from a natural 20.
Do you mean as in physical scars to the character?
Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. In that case, Grimplin's going to have 2 scars where his eyebrows are... I mean, on the right-hand side, the scar isn't too bad, but on the left, it's bisected part of the eyebrow. So you haven't had healing, Joe. Grimplin has. And where Grimplin's had a bit of healing, the skin has knitted and started to heal, but it's more as if you're looking at Grimplin's wounds that are 3 days down the line.
I've got -1 for medicine. Does that help for a roll?
You can make a medicine check.
Medicine check. 16.
16. Okay, you're looking at the wounds. You can tell that there's something definitely not quite normal about them. You've never seen wounds fizz before. That's weird. The pale liquid coming out of it, if it was cloudy, you'd think it's pus, but it's not. It's almost like the fluid you get from a blister where it's clear.
Synovial.
You're not sure quite... Yeah. You're not able to heal any hit points because that requires a feat and a healer's kit. But you're able to dress the wounds, so you can use your nightcap, for example, to put pressure on your own wound to stop the bleeding. And if you guys are taking a short rest here, you can roll hit dice to heal yourself as you're doing first aid.
I would like to have a rest, please.
Yeah, could I just call out to that group, just say, could you bring Grimplin over here for a second?
Oh.
Yeah.
Put him on my shoulders. Actually, probably on your shoulders, Serafina, because you're the
Sure.
strong one.
I'll carry the wizard over, the pussy damaged wizard.
Perfect.
Can we call him Wizened?
And you pick him up. Yes. He is a wizened old wizard.
Right.
And you pick
And
him
what
up,
are we rolling?
Serafina, and he is light as a child.
Wizard, you need a few more pies in you, I think.
I think you'll find I quite like my figure.
And as for what you're rolling, at the top of your sheet, right at the top, there's a share button. Then next to it is a short rest.
Short rest, yeah.
Yeah, so you click on that.
Yeah.
And then you get a choice of how many hit die you want to roll. So a hit die is like, it's a resource that comes back on a long rest. You can think of it almost like your stamina. So it recharges after a long rest, and you've, as a level 3, you've got 3 hit dice. And you can roll those to regain health. And each time so just click how many you're using, then do the take a short rest, and then it will apply the health. For you, Joe, because you're only missing a few hit points, I would recommend you only roll 1 hit die, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Do we all do this?
Have you been injured?
I don't think I have.
I don't think you took any damage. I think they were just scraping off your armor. So you don't. I don't know if there's anything you get back on a short rest. Oh, you get your channel divinity back on a short rest.
Oh.
So you don't need to roll any hit die, but that means you'll be able to turn undead in the future if you want.
So do I click it?
Yeah, click the short rest. Don't mark off any hit dice, and then at the bottom you need to click take the short rest.
I'm going to use 3 hit dice.
Whoa, how low were you?
I'm on 5 health.
Oh. I mean, I could have healed you if you wanted, but...
Oh, it's all good. I'll use it.
Alright. Well, I only used 1.
12 plus 6.
Nice.
Brings me back to full.
And as you guys are healing and taking your short rest, Irina is also resting alongside you guys and taking out of her bag. So she had brought a medicine kit along with her. She can't heal any hit points, but she'll give you bandages, some iodine solution, and different herbs. She's also got some dried moss that can be used to pack the wounds, that can be used to stop festering.
With that, the reason that I asked to see Grimplin, could I take like a closer inspection of his wounds with my knowledge of, or my somewhat knowledge of medicinal matters?
Yeah, make a medicine check for me.
Check his fizz.
Well, I rolled a 2, but plus 6 is an 8.
8. They look like some nasty ass wounds. And Leah, you've never had experience with zombies before. Like, the undead is quite a new thing for you.
Have I ever experienced zombies before?
Let's do a history roll.
Important history roll.
18.
18. Yeah, you have encountered zombies before.
Well,
Yeah,
wow.
or maybe you've never encountered them in real life, but when you've been researching magics and books, especially trying to learn magic, you did find, when searching different bookshops, you found one that was on necromantic magic that did involve raising the undead. You've never learnt any of the spells yourself, but you did learn that zombies can be raised. And, an 18. With an 18, you know that zombies can pass on the condition through bites, but it usually doesn't come into effect until after the creature has died. I.e., you may have it latent in your system now.
Okay.
Are you telling us this, Grimplin?
Yeah. So, I've read about zombies before, and I think it might be okay for now, but in the future, we might need to see someone to get this removed from me. Some kind of cleric, maybe.
I mean, I do have access to Lesser Restoration, but it is one of my 2nd level spell slots, so... And it depends whether it counts as a disease or not.
It's certainly not an ordinary disease. Not like the flu or something. I don't know how strong your magic is. Maybe.
I wouldn't count on it. Mostly just crossing my fingers most of the time.
Is Joe also bitten?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not as savagely. There's no
Okay.
fizz with me, is there?
Oh no, there is fizz with you. You just couldn't
Oh.
see it because it's on your own forehead.
Oh,
As you then touch it, where you can feel the skin puckering, you can also feel this kind of bubbling under your skin.
If I look up at the sun, is it like getting late, or what time is it approximately?
Can't see the sun because it's overcast.
As
And-
always.
Yes, you've never seen the sun whilst here in Barovia. You would put it at about noon. It's as light as you've ever seen it get in Barovia, which is, a foggy, overcast day.
Irina, you wouldn't happen to have brought a pocket watch of some description?
I didn't, I'm afraid. I'm usually not bad at telling the time. I've spent a lot of time indoors on my own. Night won't fall for another 6 hours, I think.
Should we try and make the most of our daytime hours, or are we done with is everyone done with their resting for now?
I think we're good to go.
I'm just worried that we might be infected with something that's vampirish, and we're sort of skating past it. Is there not anything in your amber or something that might be able to be held to our wounds to see if there's something evil afoot?
Did they look like vampires to you?
I think they're zombies.
I don't know, but I don't know what infects people with vampires either. You know what? This is the first time I've been in Barovia, and this mist is pretty freaky, as is everything that bites one in the forehead. So I toned down the sort of finger wagging because I'm bleeding from the head, and so is Grimpy. Grimpy is seeping and fizzing from the head.
You're doing fine. See?
I think we'll just patch it for now.
I think we should keep
And-
journeying.
Worry about it.
You can have a conversation with Grimplin on the road. How about that one?
Well, the short rest is going to take an hour just because that's how long short rests take in
After
D&D.
midday.
Yeah. So during that time, you'll be healing, discussing. Irina will be
Chatting.
picking vegetables from the garden, bringing them back and starting chopping and preparing them for lunch. Carefully cutting out all the rotten and maggoty pieces,
Ugh.
building a small fire, and making a sort of gross-ass vegetable stew.
With garlic.
With a lot of garlic, yes. As she's making it for you. You guys, yeah. It doesn't compare to the pies. But it's nourishment, I guess.
Can we at least call it a focaccia, just to make it feel a bit more palatable?
Whatever you wish to call it.
Thank you.
You do also, some of you have leftover pies if you want to abstain from vegetable stew. Up to you. Irina will also pick some extra mint. And as you guys are preparing to leave, you notice, Leah, that Lancelot is growling and whining at something behind the wall.
Hey, buddy. Something up?
You head over behind the wall.
Take a peek.
And you see that Lancelot his haunches are up. You can see there's fur all down the back of his back is bristling, and he's growling. And you can see in front of him there are 2 fingers just crawling along the grass.
Is that a bit of the hand that we didn't get?
Good spot.
Bit handsy.
Lancelot.
Yeah.
I think we need to stomp on that.
Someone want to get over here and kill these fingers?
It's not a spider. Just stomp on it, right?
I think I might clump over and stomp on those fingers for you.
Perfect. You come
Your
over and
armoured
you
boot.
stamp on them with your armoured boot and the might of the Morning Lord. And you feel the fingers beneath break.
Praise be. See how I have to protect you weaklings?
I would like to propose that we give Serafina the finger at this point. As a reward for her heroics, yeah?
It is but the least I can do.
Perfect. And then you guys head back onto the road?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sounds good.
You can continue back down the road, passing through the Vale of Barovia. You continue walking for another half an hour or so, and you get to a point where steep, stony banks rise up on either side of the road as it winds downwards towards the river. A couple of skeletal trees, dead leaves barely still clinging to their limbs, loom above you. The faint howling of a wolf, somewhere in the woods ahead, wails mournfully. Suddenly, the air is split by an almost deafening rumble of thunder. Grimplin, you see a tall man is standing on one of the banks above you, looking down at the road. He is silhouetted against the swirling storm clouds above. A flash of lightning reflects off the metal hilt at his hip. He steps off the bank into thin air, seeming to dissolve into mist before his foot lands.
Did you guys see that?
Is he still there? I saw a bit of a shadow pass.
Would I have seen it with my perception?
You would have, and Leah, you saw him both there, and what Grimplin didn't notice is that when he dissolved into mist, he then reappeared stepping out of mist on the road in front of you.
I think I missed him.
I might just nudge the people next to me, nudge Arena, nod over toward him.
And the rest of you look and see a pale man of the same stature standing in front of you in the road, watching you. He looks to be in his mid-50s, though the hair that falls gracefully past his shoulders is still unbroken night. You think he might be the same man who was watching the funeral earlier this morning. He's well dressed, in a dark velvet waistcoat with golden buttons in the shape of bats.
Oh no.
A billowing cloak flows from his shoulders of soft black twill, lined with crimson silk. He smiles at you, and you can't help notice his long, white incisors.
Greetings. I wish to introduce myself and welcome you formally to my land, strangers. My name is Count Strahd von Zarovich.
Hello.
Hi.
What might your names be?
Don't tell them your real names.
Do not. Do
I'm
not welcome this stranger.
I'm gonna make a hi. They call me Stew.
Stew.
That'll get him.
He's named after the dish.
He raises an eyebrow at the nightcap and the tall laced boots.
You are an unusual one. You do not look like Mage or Muscle. I wonder what you bring to the crew.
Suave and quips from time to time.
How unfortunate for them.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I managed to. I have a knack for finding holes and bushes.
I'm sure that will be useful for you.
It's nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
He then turns to Seraphina.
I think I might put my hand on my sword in a threatening manner and ask this guy in an intimidating way what business he has with our party today.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay, I might go in another direction.
12.
You see his eyes flicker to your hand on your hilt. You can tell he clocks it, but there's no change in his expression. He seems absolutely relaxed.
I am Lord of Barovia. As I just said, it is my business to introduce myself and welcome you to my land. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Sarah.
Sarah. And a devout one at that, I see. Your faith must bring you great comfort.
It does. And are you a man of faith yourself, Count Strahd? And do you pray to the Morning Lord?
I have little use for the Morning Lord.
Yes, you seem quite a godless character.
He then nods to Leah.
I just turn and look very quickly at Irina.
Irina is shaking. See, she's stood behind you.
Can I grab her hand and kind of stand with my shoulder in front of her?
Yeah. You grab her hand, you can feel her hand is shaking, it's sweaty and cold. And as you grab it, she clings on tight.
My other hand is down by my side by Lancelot.
Nice.
What do you want?
Lancelot, who has his tail between his legs.
As usual, but...
Yeah.
I wanted to welcome you to my land. I didn't catch your name.
Yeah, you didn't. Is that all?
We've angered him.
I understood my Chamberlain to be a most thorough individual.
I'm sure he'll be interested to learn of his mistake. Then he turns his back on Leah and turns to Grimplin and gives a small nod of approval. A wizard, I see. I myself am a student of the arcane.
Oh,
Perhaps I shall have to have you for dinner, and we can compare notes.
and by have me for dinner, do you mean we enjoy a meal together?
Exactly.
Okay. I would love to. My name is Oz,
Oz.
the Great and Powerful.
Oz the Great and Powerful. What is your speciality?
Magic?
Transmutation, evocation.
Oh, all of them. I'm great and powerful.
So I see. Then he turns to Irina, who's still stood half behind you, Leah, still shaking. He doesn't approach her, but his expression turns to that of regret, and he speaks more softly. Tatiana, I speak to you last, who are not last in my thoughts. I see that you are frightened by my passion. That brings me great sorrow. I understand that you feel you need more time to grieve your father. Please take that time to mourn. I will wait for you, my love. I will always wait for you. She says nothing, but Leah, you can just feel the hand clinging onto yours just a bit more tightly.
I'm just gonna keep looking at him.
So, about that dinner. What's usually on the menu at your house?
Well, it depends what guests I'm having for dinner.
But perhaps we could enjoy some local Barovian specialties. I hear they're things that you don't find so often on the other sides.
I wonder if we could trouble you for some healing, just to test the friendship. We are in your lands and we're a little bit tired and hungry and somewhat come off as threatening from time to time, but I wouldn't mind getting some band-aids or things to heal our wounds. Would you be up for that?
Which of you needs healing?
Well, I'm a bit bad off, but my little friend over here, the great and powerful Oz, could use a little bit of assistance. He's great and powerful, but he's also a little bit weepy.
He looks fine to me.
We are looking for a cleric. Do you know of any clerics?
A cleric. Your best bet would be the abbot. He resides in the Abbey of St. Markovia, north of Kresk.
Thank you. That's very, very kind of you to help us with that.
What are you doing this evening?
I will be attending to matters. My duties as a count are extensive and varied.
Strahd, you wanted to know my name?
I did.
How about if I tell you my name, can you tell me the name of your chamberlain?
Do I want to play games with you? Very well.
Deal's a deal.
I am a man of my word.
My name's Leo Vinebloom.
Leah Vinebloom. It is a pleasure to meet you. My chamberlain's name is Rahadin.
That's what I thought. Okay. Thanks.
You are welcome. I encourage you to explore my land. It is quite beautiful. There are many wonders to see. Explore further, and perhaps we shall have that dinner.
We shall.
He then looks to you all. He gives Seraphina quite a dirty look. Nods with a bit of respect towards Grimplin. Kind of passes over Joe. Gives Leah a slight look. Then his eyes slide to Irina.
I will see you soon, my love.
And he steps backwards into mist. And is gone.
I just immediately turn to Irina. Just go, are you okay?
Wow.
Yep. Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Listen, you don't have to do anything for him. Ever. He says he'll see you soon. You never have to see him again if you don't want to.
Yeah. She says yes, but you can tell you don't think she believes it.
Okay. Just breathe. We're okay.
Oh, he must be the most charmless of your friends that we've ever met.
Friends?
Luckily, I scared him off for you again.
Yes. I would be careful talking to the devil in that way. He has killed people for less.
Leah, can you explain what a chamberlain is?
Why, you know his name?
Rahadin is he's in my book. And when I won't say his name, when he mentioned that his chamberlain would be disappointed in me, I worried it was the only dusk elf that betrayed them.
Aside from you?
I wouldn't go that far, but
And...
Sorry, Irina?
Oh, no, just to answer Seraphina's question. A chamberlain is an official in a lord's household. They act sort of as the right-hand man of the king, or in this case, count. do his bidding, almost like a personal secretary. Sorry, continue, Leah.
That was basically all that needed be said, I think. Rahadin betrayed my people, betrayed the Dusk Elves, and now Tser Strahd. Fuck, shit. My bad.
Well, if we were worried about summoning him to us, I think that ship has sailed.
That's true.
What do you think about his advice about finding a cleric near Kresk?
Yes, can you please tell me what you said? Of the name and where to find?
He said the abbot in the Abbey of St. Markovia above Kresk. So if you get your map out...
Yeah. It's at the top left, hey?
Yeah, top left. And you guys are in the bottom right, before the first bridge.
Cool.
Awesome.
And are we're heading to Tser Pool, yeah?
That's what you said this morning.
Yeah.
Joe had something he wanted to do there, I think.
Oh, yeah, see the ladies. The future seers.
Maybe they can see if we turn in the future.
Do they have any healing powers?
I don't know. The Vistani are, they're friends of the devil. I do not trust them myself.
You know what you say, keep your friends close and your devils closer.
That's not a saying where I come from.
Neither me. I don't know where she's from.
Why did he call you Tatiana?
I wondered that as well. I wasn't sure if it was like a name of endearment, or if he just really doesn't even know my name.
Does he always call you that?
He's called me it twice before. The first time I thought it was a mistake. The second time, I wasn't sure if he had confused me for someone else.
Interesting.
What do we think, crew? Bit creepy.
Not much to do other than continue walking.
Continue walking.
Get to the Vistani, see if we can get some answers out of them.
The old Svalek road winds down towards the River Ilves. A small stone bridge spans the width of the rushing waters, its stonework green with moss. Before long, the road leads back into the looming forest, and you find yourself back amongst the dark and crowding trees. Leah, it's particularly unsettling for you as a druid with your usual natural connection to the landscape. Being among these trees, they feel watchful and haunted, and resentful. After another hour or so of walking, you come to a small clearing and a fork in the path. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 different directions. Barovia Village, back the way you came to the east. Tser Pool, to the northwest, where the fork slants down and disappears among the trees. And Ravenloft/Valaki, to the southwest, where the fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves enshrouded in fog.
Lots of frogs.
So many frogs! Enshrouding the graves.
Should we go see if there's any names we recognize?
Sounds good to me.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, no good. 11.
Do we all have to do that?
Anyone who's looking and investigating.
Do you want me to do that as well?
If you'd like.
Only 8.
8. Yeah, so the two of you, you're looking amongst the graves, looking for names, but each of these graves, it's shallow with the earth heaped above it, a few weeds growing on it, and each one has a single stone at the head, but it's not a proper tombstone, just a large rock, and there's nothing written upon it. Grimplin, you're intelligent enough to intuit, by the graves not having any names and their close proximity to the gallows, that these are probably the graves of condemned criminals.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind saying a few words of prayer to the Morning Lord to try and protect these souls.
Beautiful. Make a religion check.
No, I can do that. I've got an 8.
Well, you say a few prayers, but somehow the words feel almost hollow as they leave your lips. There's something about this place that just doesn't sit right with you, and you don't feel the normal satisfaction you get from saying a prayer to your god.
Morning Lord, his powers are struggling through the mist of Barovia.
Maybe it's not real.
Heresy, wizard.
Shall we continue through to Tser Pool?
Sounds good.
There's no way I even went into the graveyard, so...
Yep. Perfect. So you guys head down the muddy roadway towards Tser Pool. As you leave the area, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, there now hangs a lifeless grey body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly, so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you. It seems to be a deceased Barovian woman. Her dress tatters, her jaw rotted and hanging open. Well, not for all of you, because Joe, you look at the gallows and you see your own body. You recognise the scars on your bloated, sagging corpse. A clump of your brittle dead hair gets caught by the breeze and comes loose as your corpse turns gently on the end of the rope.
Well, this is creepy. I suppose there's a dice that I could roll to figure out. I need to do an inspection, don't I? Let's have a look.
Investigation check?
That's the one. Intimidation's not going to do it. Let's go for investigation. I got 10.
10.
Let's have a look at that hair, shall we?
So you approach the body. The hair, you can't see where it fluttered away on the breeze, but you go up to your body and you touch it. And as soon as you touch it, it's almost like the body begins to melt. The skin slides off, the muscles begin to slough away. The whole body is melting into dust, and the dust then turns into ash that blows away on the breeze. You try to capture some in your hand, and it passes through your fingers until it disappears and is gone, leaving only the swinging rope behind.
Metaphors. I wonder what that meant. Who could I turn to find out if this is quantum entanglement or some Yoda stuff going on?
Are you talking aloud right now or just thinking?
Am I amongst my colleagues and my wizard friends?
Well, yeah, but we can't see what you're seeing.
You've got the weirdest expression on your face, Joe.
Yeah. The rest of you guys see this woman hanging from the rope. Then you see Joe go up, looking quite horrified, goes to touch the woman, and she sloughs away to nothing. And he turns back to you all looking confused and... Well, how does Joe look?
Do I know that what they see? Or do I see what I see and that's it?
You see what you see.
Was it someone you recognized?
Ah, yeah, it was very familiar. Very handsome and very humble.
Handsome?
But incredibly so. It was like I was looking into my soul. But then my soul turned to dust. And I don't know what that means.
Oh. She must have been someone very close to you.
It wasn't a she, it was a me.
What?
Do you think that skeleton bite may be affecting you a little bit? Are you feeling yourself?
I did just feel myself and it turned to dust. And so, yeah, I'm not sure that's the best way to describe it, but I did feel myself and myself turned to nothing.
I'm loving this conversation.
Maybe you're still tired from the fight.
It was a fight?
Maybe
Yeah.
the Vistani might know what's up with that.
Vistani?
Again, Griffin?
Vistani.
The Vistani. Yeah. Is there nothing Leah's got in her bag of tricks? Leah?
What for? I'm patting Lancelot. I'm not taking part in the stare at the dead body competition. It's not my
No, it's not about the dead body. I'm going to engage you, Leah. Leah,
Yes?
with your magic insights and your fairy dustness, I just did something. I looked at this hanging thing and I saw myself and I touched myself and I turned to dust. What could it possibly mean, Leah?
You know, seeing yourself as a dead body is not my area of expertise. But should I roll for it?
Let's roll.
Well, that would be, what roll? Am I doing?
Sorry, what are you trying to work out with the roll? Are you trying
I
to...
have no idea. Shui just told me to do something. What did you say again?
Roll for dust. Tell me what any insight.
For
Insight? I guess I'm doing insight. Plus 4 is 10.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
10. Yeah. With a 10 insight, you're not sure. It could be that Joe is hallucinating. It could be that there's some sort of weird illusion magic going on. Or it's a premonition because he gets those creepy cards. Maybe it's to do with that. Or maybe he's just weird and he's winding you up.
Well, he has been doing that a lot.
Hasn't been many backflips lately, though.
I resemble that remark.
I choose...
That thought in your
He's
head,
doing
Leah.
it again. He's doing it again. I'm not gonna fall for it. You know...
Can we just move on? Is
I
that
think
what it
he
is?
might just have hallucinated the whole thing. What do you reckon?
Okay, can we make a note amongst ourselves that if I keep doing this, you're going to need to pay attention to my own bizarreness? I mean, to somehow
but
tell
you're
the difference.
always bizarre.
But on this occasion, it was properly insightful. And I reckon you need to make a note of it because this is going to come back and be meaningful somewhere. Anyhow, I'm going to get on with life because I don't like all this attention. And none of you are ladies that are interested in me. So, let's just move on, shall we?
All right. Whatever you say.
And I do a
Let's
backflip.
get away from the gallows.
And you do a backflip, lovely. You leave the gallows behind and take the lower path that continues down through the trees in the direction of Tser Pool. You press on for another few hours through the crowding trees. It's coming towards late afternoon, Leah, when you spot a small light, like a candle flame, floating on the edge of the tree line.
Can I have a closer look at that? Can I just take a peek?
Make a perception check.
Perception. I can do that. That would be a 23.
23, beautiful. So you're looking closer and you can see it's like a small candle light that's out amongst the trees. So you'd have to leave the path and go to the trees to actually see it closer. But it seems to be drifting between the trees, then blinking out, and then blinking in further up, drifting, blinking.
Floating or?
Floating, it seems to be. And as you point it out, Irina next to you goes, "Ah, a will-o'-wisp. My mother told me they were the spirits of lost children."
Oh, that's... How old were you when she told you that?
About 5, I suppose? Maybe younger.
That doesn't sound a bit morbid to you. Maybe just me.
No more than... I suppose fairy tales often have dark endings.
That's true. I'm gonna go have a look. You stay here with these people.
Okay,
Is
just
that a good
to
idea?
warn you.
Would you like someone to go
Will-o'-wisps-
with you?
I'll stay this side of the tree line. How about that?
Irina, what were you about to say?
Will-o'-wisps can be from the fairy tales. Sometimes they are the spirits of good children that will be leading you to something good, a treasure or something. And other will-o'-wisps are tricksters or those trying to lure you into a trap. I'd be cautious.
Or go for the treasure.
I think if they...
I feel like Joe is gonna chase it if there's treasure at the end. So let's
Or
just be
hole.
careful.
Well,
Before
there
we
could be
do.
a hole.
Yeah, or a trap.
Yeah, it could be.
Alright. So if I just wander, so is it like within reach of the edge of the tree line?
It's just beyond, so... And as you get to the tree line, you see the candle light. It looked at a distance like a candle light. As you get closer, you're able to see it almost as this beautiful, clear orb, like this round, almost opalescent orb, but it's got this yellowy light, and it does flicker like a candle light. And as you get closer, it blinks out, and then further among the trees, maybe another 5 feet further in.
So
I think you should go in there
go
alone,
after
Leah.
this thing.
Do you want me to come with you, Leah?
I really want to see where it takes me. I haven't done anything curious. Maybe a forest with a magical light is like... I don't know, I like light. What can I say?
If you're going, Leah, I think we should all go.
Yeah, let's all go.
Okay.
It's not a good idea to split up with our luck.
Not here.
Alright. I'm just going to take another step in.
You lead the way.
Perfect. You follow the light up the path and through the trees. Quickly, the fog begins to thicken until the trees are nothing but shadowy ghosts. Gnarled branches pluck at your clothing, seeming almost hand-like for a moment. The light vanishes and reappears again, but this time as you follow it, it seems to pass through a thick wall of fog into a small clearing with clean air. You stand in the centre, on a carpet of soft needles, as the mists stretch around the edge of the clearing, as if trying to find their way through an invisible force field, towering up as white walls surrounding you on all sides. In the centre of the clearing... Sorry?
This is all of us that see this?
All of you, yeah. As you've been following the light through the trees, it then opens up into a clearing.
Could I have, before we went off, summoned Core and left him on the trail?
Yeah, perfect. In the centre of the clearing stands a stone menhir, about 6 feet tall, with roses growing at the base. The menhir bears the carving of a stick figure woman with wings and a third eye, standing over the primitive drawing of a tree. As you approach the clearing and you see this menhir stood in the middle, the wisp vanishes.
What are the men here?
Ah, you know,
Big
like
stone.
Stonehenge?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like what
So-
Asterix and Obelix carry.
Exactly.
And was it a drawing on the men here? The stick figure woman?
Scratched into it was a figure, like a stick woman with wings.
Does this look familiar to anyone?
Make history or religion checks.
I'll make a
Ooh.
history. Oh,
I'd like to history.
I really.
I just made a
I don't think it
history
makes a
of
difference
6.
for me. 19.
Why am I rolling so low?
Raw 19.
Damn.
I got a 12 on the religion.
12. And Grimplin?
I got a 14 on religion.
14.
Yeah.
None of you guys really recognize it or know what this is about. Even with your 19, Leah. For a moment, you think there's something maybe vaguely familiar, but no.
What about you, Irina?
Ah, that's a good point. Irina.
Isn't it?
Well,
Oh, on his sheet.
plus 2. Oh, a 10. Oh no! 18.
That's okay.
18 plus 2. A natural 20. And she looks at it. Ah, this puts me in mind of a fairy tale. One of the ones my mother told me. There was a woman with 3 eyes in that story. And she had wings that could fly. She had sight. She was the mother, I think. Yes. You know the classic The Maiden, the Mother, the Crone? Well, she was part of a triad like that, and she was the mother.
So if I look at the walls around us, what do they look like? You said like.
So
Sorry.
as you look around, it's almost as if you've passed through an invisible force field that you didn't feel, and on the inside it's clear air, like it's not foggy at all, but on the outside it's very foggy, and the fog almost pushes, and then when it reaches, it billows up and around these walls. And as Leah goes to the edge, she can move her hand back and forth. And like as she moves it through the mist moves, and it's as if you're trying to scoop the mist in. But your hand can pass through the walls absolutely fine, but the mist just pushes up against it, as if it's an impenetrable barrier.
So we're not stuck.
You're not stuck.
How are we going to find our way out of here, though, without a friendly...
This stone has some kind of
Amber.
protection. Before I amber, I would like to do an Arcana check on the rock to see if it and the symbol to see if that has any magical properties that are
Go for
causing
it.
Jesus. 13.
13 Arcana check. As you're looking at it, this symbol, it doesn't seem... For a start, it doesn't look like a magical rune. Runes are like, it's almost like an alphabet. They're specific things, and this is more like a pictogram. So it doesn't seem like a rune or any sort of arcane magic. That said, the way the fog is behaving, just the vibe of this area, you wouldn't be surprised if there is magic at work here, but it's not the sort of magic that you do.
Could I take out the flower again? See, have a look at that. Maybe touch it and see how it reacts with the fog and with the area around.
Perfect. You hold the dried flower, and it looks almost silvery and starlight as you look at it. And you try and you put it in the fog. Doesn't seem to do much. You then touch it to the stone. Nothing seems to happen. You try and concentrate on it, see if you can feel something within you. Nothing.
Really thought that was going to work.
How big is this thing?
Like 6 foot. So as tall as Seraphina.
Do you think if all of us tried, we could try and move this?
Well, I'm pretty strong, so we
I
could
don't
try.
really want to move an ancient rock with magical properties and a picture on it.
Why don't we magic on magic?
But in the name of science.
Yeah, in the name of
How about we-
what? You're tiny. You're not moving it.
Has
Way
anyone
moving
here
it.
heard of a lever or a pulley? Is this not, like
Yeah, this is
invented
got,
in?
Temple of Doom vibes.
Is there
But
sand
what
around?
what would happen if we pushed on the stone on the men here?
So there's not sand around. You're in a forest clearing with pine needles on the ground. And Seraphina, if you want to try and push the stone, do you want to make an athletics check?
Sure.
If we all push on it.
I've got
Can I,
athletics.
Take a
That's a
step back
13.
to the edge of the fog.
Irina also takes a step back with you. 13. You push really hard against it. But it doesn't move. You don't even feel it shifting at the base.
It's a pretty solid stone there. It's going to need something more powerful than me, and we know that there are not many things more powerful than me.
Yeah, as I'm sure.
There is your opinion of yourself. That's pretty powerful.
All right.
How big
Now-
is this
Oh, you go.
picture? Is it an engraving?
Yeah, it's an engraving. It's maybe 1.5 foot high, perhaps. So you imagine that someone has at some point chiseled this into the stone. It's maybe
We get a
half an
relief
inch
of
deep.
it?
That's what I was thinking. Can I pull out some paper and
Do a rubbing.
Bit of relief.
Yeah.
Rubbing.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'll need to spread it across 2 pages. If you do 2 like that, you'll be able to do
yeah.
perfect. Nice,
just
and you
happen
do
to
a
have some
rubbing with it in
A4.
charcoal.
Oh, charcoal. Okay.
Yeah, rip out some
Just-
pages of my spell book.
Yeah. No, Nick just carries like a HP office jet with him. And he's got like a stack of paper in it.
Perfect. So you rip several pages out the back of your spellbook, which Grimplin is quite galling to do because the paper that gets used in spellbooks is expensive. This is like high quality partridge.
I have other books that I can use. I'm carrying like 3 other books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have blank books. I forgot. I'll use them.
Okay. Perfect. Use one of your blank books. Yeah, there you go. Then you rip it out and you, with your charcoal, take an engraving of it, take a rubbing of the engraving. And you have this skeletal woman with 3 eyes.
Now, how do we leave here?
And there's no law around this, is there? Three-eyed woman. It's not a thing.
Well, I've heard of it in a fairy tale. I know I have. But I remember that it was part of a trio of 3 ladies. And the one with 3 eyes was the one that could see. Like, they weren't blind, but could foresight.
Mm.
And
See no
She was
evil.
the mother.
Hear no evil.
Maybe
I wish I
there
could
are other-
remember more. Maybe when we get to Vallaki, I can see if I can look it up in one of the libraries there.
What was the meaning of the fairy tale? Was there a narrative around it? Was there a purpose to the tale?
They were only background characters in the tale, so the tale was more focused on other characters, and these were just things that existed in the world. Yes.
And those tales, what was the narrative around the surrounding fairy tale?
Really interrogating that.
Yeah, there's a lot of fairy tales in the book. The one I remember most clearly, it was about them being tricked in some way. There were these druids that were worshipping, and one of the druids went off somewhere. They did something that betrayed their kind, and then there was punishment. I'd have to look it up. This was a long time ago.
It's a pretty good tale. I think it'd be good if you can remember anything as we carry on, because maybe it will become more apparent if we find some more menhirs.
Yeah.
Characters.
I'll try.
I'm willing to guess that there might be some other menhirs like this representing the other two women.
Is it oriented in any particular way that might point towards something?
It is. So as you entered the clearing, the menhir with the picture was facing you, as if the woman was watching you as you arrived down the path. Well, no path, animal track at best.
As you scan around, there's no other etchings or guides or anything that would indicate this is front, this is back, this is up, this is down?
Not that you guys could see. The menhir is like, apart from this engraving, it's just raw stone with some moss and flowers growing at the base, but there's not,
It doesn't have. It has magical vibes, but not evil vibes. It seems.
No.
I don't get an evil vibe from it.
I just remember earlier in our journey. Was it the letter from your father that said we needed to find symbols of good?
You have a letter from my father? Could I read it?
What was it, Irina?
Could I see it?
And you hand it over. Just say, yes, I hand it over, and she'll read it.
Okay.
You hand over the letter, and Irina reads it. And
I'm trying to remember what it said.
Oh, he gave up hope.
It says, so I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle the land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of Weaving Barovia. Yeah, I just wondered if it was a symbol of good. Sorry for your loss, Irina, once again.
Thank you. It could be, although I think we had tried protecting our house with holy symbols. You might have noticed when you arrived there were quite a lot in a lot of the different rooms. We hoped it might protect us from the vampire. I wonder if Father thought that perhaps encircling the whole land could protect us, but it never helped with the house.
I see.
Is no one else concerned with how we leave this clearing?
Oh no, I'm concerned.
Well, I did ask earlier on. Can we
That's
find
probably
out
why I wanted to know
Willow
about the orientation, if it might be pointing us in the direction that we head.
I want to try something. Can I just go to the edge of the clearing and take like one step into it, just fully? So am I like is the fog wall like solid? Like, can you see through it past that?
You can see partially through it, but it's like it's heavy fog, so you can see a bit and then it obscures, so you can't see more than 5 feet, 10 feet in the distance.
Yeah.
So as you step into it, immediately it's cold and damp, and you feel it clinging onto your skin. And as you look through the fog, you can see just the faint outline of trees and branches.
Okay, I didn't see like another light or anything.
No more lights.
Okay, I'm just going to take another step backwards and hope that I remembered what direction I was facing.
Yep, you can step backwards into the clearing, and you feel a slight sense of relief as the fog is kept on the other side of this strange invisible wall to you.
How far are we from the path?
You think you were travelling maybe 10 minutes?
Oh, okay. 100 feet.
And those trees got a bit handsy on the way in too.
It would have been quite heavy trees. Is it more than 100 feet?
Oh god, how many feet does someone move in a minute?
Well, it depends on the terrain, right?
300 feet per minute at a normal pace, but it's difficult terrain, so 150, so 150 per minute, so 1,500
like a kilometer.
Okay,
Over a kilometer.
Lots more than I can
Lots more than
communicate with
Okay.
Gorgor.
You can't see out of his eyes or whatever.
No.
And we think if we just head into this fog, we're going to get lost. Is that what everyone's thinking? Although we might conclude that we are lost, just lost in the clearing.
I wonder if we can do some exploration to say somehow tie ourselves to this
Should we climb up it? It's only 6 foot high.
and explore from there.
Yeah, how tall are the fog walls? Like, how
The
tall is
fog walls just keep stretching up, and as you look up, they keep going, and then above you is the mass of storm clouds above. So they at least go, it seems, as high as the treetops, maybe beyond.
Damn.
And they're not scalable, as in...
You can try and climb fog if you like.
I was thinking maybe Joe might climb onto this menhir and do it.
I wondered, if you
really
could
high
imagine
jump.
something. Yeah.
Well, feel free if you want to climb the menhir.
Let's do that.
Make an athletics
Something
check. It's
might
not
happen.
hard. You can do it with advantage if Seraphina gives you a boost.
Yeah, I'll give you a boost.
I've done
Perfect.
16.
And
But I did
Do you want me to roll?
acrobatics.
did you roll twice and take the higher?
Sorry, did I do what?
Because Seraphina gave you advantage with the boost. Did you roll twice and take the higher?
No, I've only done it once, but I hit acrobatics. Does that make a difference?
Yeah, so athletics is for climbing.
Okay, all right, I hit that twice.
Mhm.
First time I got 22.
22, nice.
Pretty
Do you
good.
want me to roll again?
Just in case, you never know, it could be a natural 20.
20.
No,
You
well,
guys are
we'll go
rolling
with the
so high.
22. So Seraphina gives you a boost, and man, she is strong. It is a good boost, immediately like up above her. So for you, you barely need to hop up onto the top of the menhir. You stand on top of it, looking around at your companions below you, the fog walls around you, and the storm clouds above.
What can I see in the distance? Is there anything that I can see through the fog?
Make a perception check.
Yes, of course.
Come on, Joe.
Would be 14.
14. Looking through it, there's not much you can see, just the faded tree branches. It's, your vision, it cuts out after about 5 feet, where the fog just, everything fades into white.
Well, there's not much I can see up here, I'm afraid. But as I look onto the menhir, I can see, it's stony up here too. So, yeah, I was hoping there might be something. It's moss. It's a bit slippery. Any ideas, Chief?
Do you think we just need to stay here? Is it getting a bit late?
I feel like we have to do something.
Well, everyone who's got spells.
Lancelot, anything from your nose?
Lancelot is just, to be honest, it's kind of a bit of a surprise to you, Leah, that he's not as nervous as he normally is. He seems about as relaxed as he gets, similar sort of level of relaxed as he was in the tavern, say. He doesn't seem put off by the men here. And as Seraphina mentioned about staying the night here, Irina, I would really rather we didn't stay the night here off the road in the Svalek woods. This is not going to be a safe place. We should return soon.
Yes, I feel like we need to make it to...
I think we just try our best to walk in a straight line the way we can. Thoughts?
Yeah.
That's the only choice you've got, I think.
If you think that I'll be able to find anything with like the scent of it. Wait, hold on. Let me.
What have you got?
I've
got. Don't you have guidance, Leah?
Yeah, to like. I mean, I can help you do like a specific action. It's not gonna guide us.
Okay.
I think we just walk.
I think we just walk it
straight from.
Okay.
Let's just hold hands so we don't lose each other and walk.
Great
Can
idea.
I offer a suggestion on top of it, which is probably the same thing, but if we orient ourselves with exactly how we came in, I think the image was straight on with us. So if we can keep a straight line in line with that and then double back if we need to.
That was the plan.
Makes sense.
Then I will get down from the men here.
Yes.
And I'm actually quite sick of the men here. They're getting beyond annoying.
You, buddy.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do a backflip. I'm going to be sensible.
Fair enough. You jump down off the men here, landing on the soft pine needles. Okay. And you guys are returning to the road. Leah, would you be able to make a survival check, please?
I can do that. Is this
I'm gonna be...
Oh, yeah, you go. Nick, what were you going to say?
I'm going to be, as we're heading back, continually trying to connect back to Corkor.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got
nice.
17, by the way.
17. Nice. Okay, so Leah, you're leading the group. Everyone, one hand on the next person's shoulder in a sort of snaking way. You try and do the straight line thing, but the thing is, the path you took wasn't straight, and there are trees and obstacles in the road. As you're moving through the fog, you feel the damp beads of moisture collecting in your hair and on your skin. And you find that you've travelled further than you realised when following the wisp, and that time has been passing by. As you're getting closer though, or think you might be, Grimplin, you feel the connection with Corkor in your mind.
Right, I got him. We went in the right direction.
Okay. Can you hear us still?
Yeah.
Okay, do we keep walking?
I can lead us back now.
Okay, you do that.
Perfect. And so Grimplin, his eyes roll back in his head as he sees through Corkor's eyes. And together with this shadowy crow, leading the way, along with Leah with your strong survival instincts, you guys are able to return to the path.
Well done, Grimplin.
You.
Over the next hour, the road gradually disappears, and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth evidence the coming and going of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly give way to black clouds boiling far above.
Whoa.
There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. Several colourful tents are pitched outside a ring of 4 more beautifully painted wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The enthusiastic tune of an accordion clash with the bawdy singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. The puddles reflect bright lanterns that have been strung between the tents and wagons, frayed ribbons dancing in the breeze. Behind them, a small lake reflects the mountain rising up to your left. During your time in Barovia, you have found it to be a grey and dismal place. But here, in this colourful camp, the mists add texture to the light rather than dispelling it. You hear the sounds of singing, laughter, and life. Now, before we go on, because we started late, we are over the time we normally finish. So do you want to enter the camp or finish here for tonight?
Up to everyone else. I don't mind.
I don't mind. I feel like we've found Tser Pool and the Vistani.
We have.
Let's continue.
Perfect. Well, you stand in the gathering gloom, looking at the colourful camp. A large campfire has been built up between the wagons, and an old man sits playing a hearty tune on his accordion. As you're stood there looking at the camp, several of the figures around the campfire notice you standing awkwardly on the edge of the firelight and beckon you over, smiling, a few calling out greetings.
Hey, we've got guests, travellers!
Hello there.
Hello there!
Good evening!
We mean no harm. We were looking for you.
Well, you've come to the right place then. Greetings, fellow travellers. You look like your feet are sore and you could do with a big bowl of Aggie's stew. Come sit by the fire.
Oh, thank you very much. That sounds lovely.
Awesome.
You approach and find that several logs have been pulled close, and a pot of stew is bubbling and hissing, sending warm, savoury smells into the night. A large, boisterous-looking man in his 40s, with a colourful shirt and large golden earring, stands up smiling. He gives you an overly flamboyant bow, and then throws his arms wide. And over his shoulder, you see a younger woman with raven hair roll her eyes at his theatrics.
The man after my own heart.
Shall we introduce ourselves, everyone?
Yes.
You sound like
Hi.
you're from Tasmania. There's this interesting place you've come across.
Never heard of Tasmania.
Hmm.
Is it an interesting place? Should I add it to my list?
Yeah, we used to call it Van Diemen's Land. I think you'll enjoy it.
Well, I'll have to give it a go.
It's outside of Barovia. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. We can go outside.
You go out. What?
Anyway,
Of course, we're Vistani. We're travelling people. And the woman that's behind him. We are not blocked by the mist walls. We're allowed to go through them as we like. Anyway, we were about to do introductions. Araja. Yana is my name. And over there we've got Big Aggie, Ivan, and Violetta. And he points at Big Aggie. You see an older woman with grey hair curled around a beautiful decorative pair of bullhorns. And as he gestures to the other, you see a younger Vistani couple, maybe in their early 20s, who he referred to as Ivan and Violetta.
Lovely to meet you all. My name is Grimplin.
Grimplin!
I'm Serafina. Nice to meet you.
That's what I like to see. A woman with some real muscles. You look like you could be my match in an arm wrestle, and I respect that.
Bring it on. Maybe after some drinks and some stew, we can have some entertainment.
He pours you wine. And Grimplin, the old woman with the grey hair curled around the bullhorns, gets up and she gets a bowl of stew and she passes it to you, pinching Grimplin's cheek as she returns to her seat.
Oh, thank you.
Look at this marvellous gentleman. I don't think I've seen a gnome since my last visit to the Sunside.
Oh,
Be careful around the Barovians, Gorgio. They are a simple folk and ignorant. They could be quite barbaric to folk that don't look like their kind.
Oh,
And Leah, you notice Irina shifts in her seat a little and looks uncomfortable.
Irina? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, Yeah, fine. My name is Irina. Irina Koliana. Pleasure to meet you, Irina. And then Arasha turns and looks to you, Leah. And a she-elf. I didn't know there was any of your kind left. What brings you to our campfire?
Complicated. Long story. My name's Leah.
This is the place. Leah, it's a pleasure. And then he turns to Joe. And as he grins, there's just a twinkle. I recognize those eyes. My cousin used to have a pair of eyes that would twinkle just like that. Remember Toma? He'd get himself into the most ridiculous scrapes that no one else could get themselves into, but he was always quick enough to get himself out too. I expect you could tell quite the funny camp story with your antics. He
I'm
leans
going
back.
to.
Please, anything interesting you could regale us with?
I have plenty of stories, but for now, I'm going to simply doff my cap and give you a big bear hug of acknowledgement.
Yeah. And he gives you a massive bear hug back.
Yeah.
And you feel these large hands wrap around you and slap you on the back a couple of times, his whiskers brushing up against you. He smells of a sort of sweet almond oil, wood smoke, and cut grass and wine.
And I smell of mist.
Mist, blood, yeah.
And some sizzling forehead. Speaking of which,
Oh, yeah. They have
we're in
their
a
medicine.
lovely part of town. We've actually, and you're so accommodating, and we really appreciate this. And like I said, players got to play. What can you do to help us out with our minor injuries? The drinks are delightful. The food is amazing. The raconteurness is racking. What can you do for a sizzling forehead?
Yarna, you've got a herbalism kit, don't you? Yes, I do. I'll go and get it. And the Vistani woman leaves Araja's side, goes to one of the caravans. She comes back in a minute or two, and she undoes it. All right. I see you've already dressed it. Do you mind if I take this off? And then she peels the dressing back, which is painful. And she's... Ooh, yes. Ah, Aggie, can you put some water on to boil? Okay. And she starts cleaning your wound, which is painful, but necessary. And she eventually gets some of the hot water, cleans it, packs some more moss, covers it round and puts a bandage around your head to hold it in place. Well, very fashionable, I should say.
Well, I thank you very much. Oh, where did that come from? I believe you've rubbed off on me. I think I like this place.
I have some similar wounds. If you'd like to take a look.
You're not having
Of
mine.
course.
You can have your own. Get on with it.
And she heads over and the same thing, starts cleaning your wounds, Grimplin. rebandages them. As she's doing it, she says, I see you've had some healing on. Did you get the wounds at the same time?
Yeah, I had some
Magic.
divine healing. Yes.
And then her eyes turn to Seraphina. Ah, so not just a fighter, you do healing as well. They're lucky.
That's right. Yeah. I can't remember what it was I did, but definitely did something in the heat of the
Lay on
battle.
hands.
That's all right.
Do you know anything about zombie bites?
Let's see.
All I know is that they could have some kind of effect on us later down the line.
Yes. There are different kinds of zombies, I believe. I don't take a particular interest in them, but I do know that zombies can pass on their affliction through their bites. I think it's a saliva to, or a mixture of body fluids, like blood to blood, saliva to blood, that sort of thing. I think you may succumb to it, you may not. If you do, for some people they do turn into zombies immediately. I think that's a particularly aggressive form. Otherwise, I think it just remains latent within you until you die. You should be able to live out the rest of your life just as normal.
Which is great, unless that's 2 days. In which case,
In which case, it's been lovely to meet you for tonight.
All right.
I think,
well,
don't we have some things to... Joe, don't you have some cards that you were going to show the Vistani?
I do. It's of a
Picture of a lady?
Traveler and a lady, yeah. My handouts. Is it in the handouts?
So the first card Joe got
Yeah,
in the Durst
it's a
house
trailer.
was the Traveller.
The
Then
Taroka
the second
card, yeah.
card was the Poisoner, which he got as he was leaving the Durst house. And then the third card, which he got in the evening on the Blood of the Vine Tavern, was the Lost Soul.
So,
Yes, the ginger lady. So how about
Arasha-
share this.
Arasha takes the cards into his calloused hands, and Yana peers over his shoulder and raises an eyebrow. Do you have Vistani blood?
well, I think you just wrapped it up, so is there any way you could tell from the blood that you saw?
No, that's not how it works. Arani might be able to. He looks at you. Well, you don't have dark hair, or at least not as dark as ours. But the cards.
does he know who the red-headed lady is, the Lost Soul, or is it just a symbol?
He looks at it. No, I have no idea who this is.
What if he was to turn around?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Well, the card is of the
He
back of her
flips
head.
the card.
Yeah, could you look at the other side?
I mean, I have no ability to look at the other side of the picture as it were drawn. I could draw a picture on the other side if you like.
What would that look like?
We can find out.
Shall we give it a go?
so
We have a rubbing.
Perfect.
Does it look anything like this stick lady with 3 eyes?
And wings.
He looks at the rubbing. I can do better than that. And he'll...
for someone that doesn't say they're not a Vistani, they certainly pick up the accent very quickly.
Yeah.
To be sure.
And who's this Toma that was mentioned?
Here you go.
The eyes.
That's delightful.
That's a lovely drawing.
Wow.
Can we put that in the handouts, please?
I'll do that.
Oh dear.
It's a delightful stick
All
figure.
right. Vistani, maybe not known for their art.
While this card reading is happening, can I go up to who's the one with the stew?
Old Aggie.
Old Aggie. Could I go up to her and ask and just be like, hey, what's in this stew?
Oh, there's beetroot, turnip, St. John's wort, wolf, of course.
Wolf?
Yes, wolf.
Wolf, as in the animal.
Wolf meat.
Ah. Okay.
Is there a problem?
It didn't. I'll pass on the sick things. I don't tend to go for meats. But if there's spares, maybe Lancelot could have some.
Of course, why not?
Lancelot, you want some stew?
Lancelot will wolf down some stew.
A wolf down a wolf.
Yep.
This is like feeding chicken to a chicken.
He's a bit too much of a coward, I think, to be a direct descendant of a wolf.
I'll say. Leah, you pass up on the stew for yourself, but with the smells and having had a long day, you are hungry, and the kind of grim vegetable thing at lunch wasn't that helpful.
I'm pretty sure. Do I still have that leftover maple nut pie from the?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah. I think you, Seraphina, and Grimplin all have a pie left over.
I have a pie.
You have
I
pie.
eat my pie for dinner.
Yep, you may eat your pie for dinner. And as soon as you eat it, man, it is delicious. Starting to go a little stale, but it's good. It's crunchy, it's sweet, it's got that gorgeous golden flaky pastry. Yeah, you don't envy the others there, Stu.
Empty calories.
Yeah, although Grimplin, Seraphina, you're looking at Leah eating this pie, and you're getting mild pie envy as you're eating your stew with the... I mean, wolf meat. It's a little gamey and tough, let's be real.
It beats
I've been a wolf.
the garlic dishes that we've been having.
Yeah, it makes a nice change.
And also, I don't think that we really want to insult the Vistani. I feel like we had a warning about that back in the tavern.
Also, I have been a wolf, and I would rather not know what it's like to eat wolf. It's that simple.
Okay.
You've been a wolf. Is that a metaphor, or are you a shape changer? You're not a werewolf, are you?
I'm not a werewolf, promise. Hand on heart. But I
We
am.
have werewolf friends.
I am. You called it a shape changer?
A shape changer, yes.
Yes, I'm. Where I come from, I consider myself a druid.
I can see that. Where do you come from?
Again, it's complicated. See, I grew up in my home village in.
Everyone does.
You call
The Dwyerwood.
the Dwyerwood. I grew up in the Dwyerwood in. You called it the Sunside.
Ah, you grew up in the sun. I did think you all looked rather tanned.
Well, that's the thing. I having been around here a little, and judging by my appearance, I think I come from Dusk Elf lineage. So
And you see that Ivan and Violetta, who've been sat on the other side of the fire, haven't talked that much so far. But Violetta leans forwards. Yeah, we only came into camp yesterday morning. We came from Valaki, or the camp outside Valaki. There are some dusk elves there. Yeah.
So I've heard. That's no offense to your camp here, but that is my destination as of right now.
That makes sense. I think they'll be excited to see you.
I'm excited to see them. I haven't seen anyone else who's looked like me before.
Oh, so a lost family reunion. What a wonderful tale. You'll have to come back and tell us about it when you've returned.
I will. I'll make a note of it.
Wasn't there another reason we wanted to see the Vistani? Was there? Is it that they can see the future?
Is there someone that can bring
Arauni. Arauni will be able to help you. She is able to read the threads of fate. After we've had dinner, we'll take you to her.
Oh, thank you.
And as he's continuing with his stew, he turns to you all. By the way, how long can we keep going? Like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
5 minutes?
5 minutes. Well, in that case... Skip. The fire flickers, casting dancing shadows on your face. Bright, multicoloured cloth buntings strewn between the wagons shine as the firelight hits them, dancing in the breeze. It's beginning to get late, and Araja takes a moment to stretch and crack his neck. Well now, before we get too merry with wine and good stories, you must visit our Roundy, Madame Eva. We will take you to her. She is our greatest living seer, and she can see your fate in the cards. And perhaps she can tell you a bit more about those cards you keep finding, Joe.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That sounds great.
You stand from the fire, and Yana leads you over to one of the tents, the larger one by the shoreline of the lake, with the light shining from within. As you approach the tent, you see that it's made with some finely stitched canvas. There are different, almost like tapestries, woven into the canvas around it. Stood on one of the deep wooden spokes that go through the ground and then above the centre of the tent, a raven perches watching you. Araja gives a flamboyant bow as he lifts open the tent flap. Joe, you are the first to enter the tent. And as you go inside, you get an impression of a brightly coloured place, covered with different knickknacks and trinkets. In the centre there's a table with a cloth laid out across it. Behind it, you see another woman. An older woman, familiar.
Red hair?
With bangles and shawl. She looks up, and you recognise the woman who has visited you in your dreams so often of late. And she smiles. Welcome. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Cliffhanger. That was really good.
Hey!
So much happened.
Yeah!
I liked
Wow.
I liked the Strahd introduction.
What a creep.
I like how
I really wondered if
you wanna
Seraphina was going to start a
threaten the
fight
devil.
with him.
Yes, like
I do want to, but then I just think that seems like a way to end all of our lives really soon. Like,
Yeah. But on the opposite end, you two are quite friendly with him.
He asked me for dinner.
Yeah. He asked you for dinner and you accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
and so
I
then we're
asked
going.
him- Do you like the question I asked him?
Yeah.
What was it?
What's the menu?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it me?
he said he'd like to have me for dinner.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was intentional or not. Side eye.
Don't be so pedantic. It's just a turn of phrase.
And by the way, that illustration was the bomb, Annabelle.
The-
The illustration.
Oh
Did
yes,
you
I'll
have
put
that up
that
your
in
sleeve?
general.
Was that already done? Did you just
No,
have that
I just
sitting
drew.
around?
I just drew it as we were talking.
Good improvisation. Quite different from the picture on the other side of the card.
Yes.
I thought it was a rubbing as well, like a relief of.
Rubbing someone's face.
A relief of what? The flat back of the card?
Correct. Yes.
Goodbye.
Thank you,
you.
Annabelle. Have a good
Cheers,
night.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.